Good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Hope we're all good. So I've had a pretty busy weekend, to be honest. I've done a bit of gardening, bit of neatening up. I don't know if you can tell by the driveway here and the grass verges here, but I've had a bit of a tidy up and got rid of a lot of overgrown bushes that were all around the place. Sprayed quite a large amount of weed killer down all over the driveway. Got rid of all the weeds that were growing. I think it just looks a bit, spruces the place up a bit, tidies it up. It looks quite neat and tidy, to be honest. And also did a reasonable small amount of prep work here, just on this entrance into what will be the new area for the new shed and the new bits of equipment and stuff going in here. Just gave this a bit of a tidy up. But yeah, it's been a nice weekend, just tidying everywhere up. So, but it's Monday morning now, and as before, I've got a huge amount of work to crack on with. I guess maybe I should have been out in the fields this weekend, but I had so much to do. I still had so many boxes and stuff to unpack in the house, which are all done now, thankfully. But yeah, I had so many things to do, I figure I was going to just crack on. So I've done a load of unpacking, and I've also been out on my hands and knees around here all weekend, just tidying the place up. So, what do I need to do today? Well, it's the first day of September today, and I have a relatively small window of opportunity to get my winter wheat planted. So I need to finish off my work in the 9882 and with the landol. Just going over all the rest of the fields as I did with that one the other day. So I'm going to crack on with that today, and then I need to give all the fields a good coating of lime. Now I did say that I'd put the feelers out to Joe over at Clever Motors. He hasn't been able to get hold of a fertiliser spreader as of yet, but what he has done, he's given me the phone number for another neighbouring farmer called Charlie, who lives a couple of kilometres in that direction over there. So I'm going to pay him a visit. What he's actually got, he's got one of these really big lime spreaders. I think it's a case thing. It's massive, and it's got a great dry box on the back. That he has apparently said I'm welcome to use to give my fields a good going over until I can get one for myself. So I'm going to utilise that and go back into a one of the fertiliser dealers. So down in the town over there, I'm just going to have to go back into filling it up and getting the fields done. So first job is get out in the New Holland and get the landol onto the fields, and then it'll be liming, and then it will be time for seeds. I don't think I'm going to get round to the seeding till at least tomorrow. I'm going to be spending most of the day in the New Holland, and if I'm lucky I might get a chance to get over to Charlie's place and meet him, and thank him very much for letting me use his equipment, and maybe get that brought home tonight to start the liming tomorrow. But we'll see how things go. So I think to start off with, it's into the New Holland, into the fields, and get them cultivated. So I shall see you in a wee while. Ah, there it is. My new tractor. You know what, I must admit, even though it is vast and it does have some great big beefy tyres, I do know that you can get bigger tyres. The BKTs you can get for it are even bigger, and I am considering getting a set of them put on, just because bigger is better, right? It'll be brilliant, but I'll price them up. But anyway, in we go. Let's get hooked up to the landol and get ourselves out in them fields. Going to be a good few hours work today, so I shall, once I've hooked up, should be about right, I hope. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, tickety-boo, look at that. Right. Yeah, once I'm out in the fields, I'm going to pop the camera down, because I've got a lot of work ahead of me today. So, off I go, and I'll pick the camera back up in a few hours when, hopefully, all of these fields have been gone over. So, see you in a while. Right, well, there we go. There is all the fields done with the land all. And you know what? I still can't get over just how really neat and tidy this this seed bed that it's left behind is. It's just so nice and smooth. It's such a great piece of equipment, this. But job done. It's just gone 1:15, so I'm going to pop home and grab some lunch. I mean, that was a good, I started about 7 o'clock this morning, so that's what, 6 hours or so. But yeah, good job done. Every bit of land cultivated, ready for the winter wheat. So yeah, I'm going to pop home and grab some lunch, and I'm going to then jump in the truck and head over to this gentleman Charlie's place. I need to find it first, but yeah, we'll pop round there, and hopefully, if he's still all right with it, I'll jump in his lime spreader and crack on with that for the afternoon. So I shall see you over at Charlie's. What on earth is Max doing there, wandering around that field aimlessly? The dog's life, isn't it? Daft animal. Well, here we are, I think. This looks like the place. I can see a workshop. So, let's pull in. See a tractor. Where should we pull in? Let's stick it over here. There we are. Right, let's go find Charlie. Hang on a minute. That's the truck we saw when we first arrived here that was giving that versatile convoy an escort. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I like that. White. Although it's not very white at the minute, is it? Oh, it's a lovely old thing, isn't it? Yeah. I wonder, yeah. Okay, let's go and meet Charlie. So, there we go. We've just been introduced and met Charlie. Really nice man. Well, definitely really nice if he's lending me his equipment for this afternoon. But yeah, he was the guy we saw escorting the versatile convoy down the road when we first pulled into Edgewater. He's told me just to pop open this door and have a quick look. Yeah, there it is. Found it. I think this is pretty much the same as what Uncle Mike's got, isn't it? This versatile Vaderstadt convoy thing. Absolutely massive. And it literally just fits inch perfect into this workshop. Clearly needs a wash. But yeah, what a thing. So, yeah, let's pop a head around the side of this workshop, because he's told me this is where the lime spreader is. Yeah. Wow, it's huge, isn't it? You really do need a ladder to get up in there. Case Trident 5550. And he said the capacity of the dry box is, I think it's about 18,000 litres, I think. So this is going to be our home for the afternoon. So let's jump in and go and find this fertiliser dealer. Awesome. Right, let's crack on. And go and buy ourselves some lime. Okay, this is us here, I think. Well, Charlie did say the building on the right as I pull in is a seed buy place, and turn left and it's the big building on the right, which is the fertilizer sale shop point. So let's squeeze in here, yep, and pick ourselves up our first dry box of lime for the day. Although I think there's going to be quite a few of these coming today, so let's see how much this is going to cost. Wow, okay. So this has just taken 24.5 tons of lime. I've just been into the office there and paid for this this first batch. $3,200. Huh. Today is going to be another expensive day, I feel. But I've got to do it. because the soil needs a good coat of looking at and a good bit of looking after. So off to the fields, the first one anyway, and see how this goes down. Right, here we are at the first field to dress with lime. Now Charlie's told me that this has a 42 metre working width, I believe, so this will take some getting used to. So let's turn her on. Oh, there we go. Let's bring her in a bit, I think. Perfect. Right. Let's get liming. Well, that didn't take too long. It was a matter of what, 10-15 minutes? So, but I am completely empty again now, so it's back to the fertiliser shop and then to the next field. You know what? That was incredible. It's taken me just over an hour and 20 minutes to get all of my fields limed with this machine with a 42 metre spread. I figured I thought I was going to be here for a good few hours, but I didn't appreciate that, so that's brilliant. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this home and I'm going to unload the lime that I have got in the machine, because it has cost me a pretty penny. I didn't keep the camera on while I was going back into the fertiliser shop, but it's cost me just under 26 grand in lime this afternoon. But the fields needed it. They'd been so unloved for quite a few years that the soil really needed some nutrition. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to reverse this up here. I'm going to unload this lime into some pallets, and then I'm going to take this machine down to the petrol station, fill up the gas that I've used up for Charlie, and I thought I spotted a jet washer down there the other day, so I'll give it a quick clean off for him as well. So I'll jump to that and I'll catch up with you shortly. Right, that wasn't too bad. $71 in fuel, so at least I've replaced the fuel I've used. So yeah, we're gonna jump in, move it over there, give it a quick wash and get it back to Charlie, and then I think we may very well even attempt to get a few seeds in the ground today, because it's only just turned 3 in the afternoon. So yeah, let's give it a wash and go from there. That'll do, I reckon. Looks pretty half decent. Oh well, missed a bit over there. That's better. I think I'd be chuffed with that. It's cleaner than when I picked it up. So let's jump in and take it back to Charlie. It's pretty quiet in the town today, isn't it? So I'll see you over at Charlie's. Right, we'll stick this back where we found it. Roughly about there. What a great machine though, eh? It's a heck of a bit cleaner than when we first got in it, so I hope that's going to give Charlie a smile. So we'll go and knock on, give him the keys back. Looks like he's been doing a bit of bailing this afternoon. So yeah, let's go and knock on, give him the keys back, and we'll crack on with the day. Okie dokie, that's Charlie happy. He's got his machine back. It's a lot cleaner than what it was, so he's pretty chuffed with that. Now, as I said, I was hoping to potentially get some seed into the ground this afternoon. But that's not really going to be able to happen, I don't think, at the minute, because I haven't actually got any seed. I don't have any fertiliser. And another thing that had slipped my mind, I did know this, but I hadn't thought about it properly, is that the Lemken seeder that I bought the other day is a seeder and fertiliser in one. So that's a good thing. But I don't have any seed and I don't have any fertiliser. And ideally, I don't really want to be dragging the tractor and seeder back into the various seed shop and fertiliser shop to keep filling it up every time it needs filling. Now, thankfully, Joe over at Clever Motors, who's clearly very clever, he's thought ahead and knew this was going to happen. So he's gone ahead and got hold of a couple of things for me. He's picked up a seed tender, which is a machine, a trailer thing that I can drag behind this pickup truck, fill it full of seed, and use that to refill the seeder as it needs it. And he's also picked up a used telehandler, an old JCB thing for me that I can use to lift bags of fertiliser up and into the seeder when it needs that. So that was pretty helpful and very kind of him. He only wants about $3,500 for the telehandler, which is pretty decent. It's got a few hours on it. I think it's got about over 1,000 hours on it. Needs a bit of a clean, as does everything. But yeah, so $3,500-ish for that, which I think is pretty reasonable. He's ordered me, well, I think he already had them in stock, to be fair. He's got a load of bags of fertiliser there, of solid fertiliser that I can put into the seeder. So yeah, the rest of the day, it's just turned just after 4 o'clock, I think. So realistically, I'm not even going to get a chance to get any seed into the ground today. I'm going to be spending the rest of the afternoon going back into picking up stuff. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hitch up my trailer to the back of this. I'm going to take it to the store. We're going to put the bags of fertiliser on it using my new telehandler. We're going to bring them home and then unload everything here and then go back for the seed tender. Basically get everything back into the yard here, essentially, and then tomorrow we can start the job of seeding. So I need to, what do I need first? I need the trailer, which is in this shed here. So I'll get this thing hitched up, get over to the store, and I'll potentially catch you there. So catch you in a bit. Rightio, here we are, back at the shop, and there's my fertiliser. Oh, that's the seed tender. It's even the similar colour to my truck. Oh, that'll do. Yeah, okay. Oh, I like the look of that. Yeah, so I'll use that to fill the seed hopper of the seeder every time it needs it. And so there's my bags of fertiliser. Where's this JCB thing he was talking about? Is it round here? Oh, there it is. Oh, that'll do. Yeah. 3.5 grand for that. Goodness me. Yeah, so I can use that to pick up the bags of fertiliser to load up the fertiliser hopper in the seeder. Yeah, that'll work. What on earth is that? Looks like some kind of forestry machine. Looks like a really nasty way of hurting yourself. Wow. Look at the wheels on that. Oh, and they clean me combine. Oh, look at that. Yes. Progress. Can't imagine it's had anything done to it, but I'm sure they cleaned it because they don't want to be working on such a filthy machine. Oh, that looks brilliant. Right, let's go and talk to Joe. A roller. I need a roller as well. Possibly that one. Well, this is going to be expensive. Well, I could do with a sit down, to be honest. All in all, once I've bought what I'm going to buy today, I'll have spent, just today, $63,437. Yeah. So, yeah, I've bought that, 3.5 grand. He wants $1,500 for this thing, so I've got that. The fertiliser cost $19,740. And the tender, he wants $12,650 for that, which I need. I do kind of need it. So, how am I going to do this? I think what I'm going to do is I need to take the JCB back on the trailer, back to the farm, so that I've got something at the farm there that I can unload the bags of fertiliser with. He has got a forklift truck somewhere around here. I think it's down the side of the workshop there that I can use when I bring the trailer back to put the bags of fertiliser on the trailer. Then I need to take those back and then come back again just with the truck to pick up the seed tender, and then make another separate trip with one of the tractors to come and pick up this roller. So, that's the rest of my afternoon spoken for. Multiple trips back into picking stuff up. So, this is alright though. Needs a wash, as everything does. But we're going to get to that. I'm going to have my own washer soon. So, what am I doing with this? Where am I going? I'm putting this on the trailer, aren't I? So, let's... No. I need to lower the ramps down on the trailer first. Let's get in here. Start this up. There we go. Right. Let's get this telehandler loaded up. Let's not ram into the bottom of my trailer. In fact, I need to lift this up a bit so I can see what I'm doing. Where are we? Seems about right. Yep. That'll do nicely. Drop that down a tiny bit. Where are we? That'll do. Right. Jump out. Strap it on. It should be okay. Jump in here. Lift the ramps up. There we go. Right. So, let's get this home. Okay. let's get this thing off here. And there we go. Nice and easy, not too far. Drop that down so I don't impale myself on it. Right, okay, back we go. Right, that'll do there. Back again. Let's dig out this forklift truck and get these bags of fertiliser onto my trailer and get them home. Now, you might have to forgive me here because I'm not very good with forklifts. I'm going to have to practice, I suppose, now that I've got a big telehandler back at home. But let's see how I do getting these things on. Square up to them. Up we go. Tell you what, I think I'm pushing my luck trying to do 2 of these at once, but... oh, maybe a bit more. There we go. Right, you're on. 2 down, 6 to go. Steady. Where are we? Quite a bit of weight on the front of this. Should probably be doing 1 at a time, but as I've got a few trips to make. Is that right? There we go. Oh, that'll do. That'll do. Last 2 now. Let's get these on and get them home. Where are we? There we are. Oh, that's not too bad. I've seen worse. Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to park this here for now. That'll do nicely. Right. Oh, let's get these strapped on. Don't want these coming off on the road, do we? Nice. And again, I'll see you back at home. Righto, we're back home. But I think just for the sake of getting all these trips done, I am going to just drop this trailer off here. Just gonna stick it round the side here with the telehandler. I suppose here's as good as any. I'll do. Right. Yeah, I'm going to drop the trailer off here, go back for the seed tender, go to the seed store, fill it with seeds, which is another huge amount of money I haven't factored in, and then we shall be back. And then I'm going to tidy up the yard, put everything away, and call it a day for today. So, yet again, I'll see you back at the store. Right, here for the last time, I promise. Let's get this lovely seed tender hooked up. It is a nice looking thing, isn't it? Got the sight glasses there at the bottom. And the auger. Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. Unverfirth. Right. Anyway, let's pop round to the seed store, fill it up with seeds, and we'll get home. And I think that's pretty much going to be my day done, I think. I was hoping, as I said, to have potentially got some seeds into the ground, but I think that was just a bit too premature. I hadn't figured things out properly, hadn't thought ahead. But you live and learn. I'm all sorted now, I think. I've got my seeds. Oh, sorry, I've got my seed tender. I'm going to get my seeds now. I've got my fertiliser. I've got my seeder. I've got my telehandler. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure Charlie said the one on the right was the seed store. So we'll pull in here. Pull under this auger. And let's spend some more money, eh? Yeah. Back in a sec. Right, hopefully that'll be the last dollar spent for today. That was $5,758 to fill this thing. So, no more spending today. Had enough. So, let's get back home. We'll have a bit of a tidy round. We'll put all of our bits and bobs away in the shed, because I don't want to be leaving the bags of fertiliser outside or anything like that. So, yeah, we'll go and have a bit of a tidy round. And I'll call it that for today, I think. No, not done yet. Forgot about the roller. Back we go. Right, definitely the last time now. Promise. Though I did say that last time. Well, this is definitely the last time. We're done for the day, spending money and picking up stuff back into from here. So, home. Definitely. I'm so hungry. I bet the dog's hungry as well. Better get him some chow. So, for the last time, going home. See you in a few. Right, here we are. Let's get things tidied up, shall we? I really am going to have a think about where to put everything now, you know. When I was first thinking about putting this new workshop up, I thought, do I really need one? I was going to do it anyway, but I didn't think I was ever going to be able to, like, properly fill it. But I'm already at that point where I'm like, I've not even got enough space for everything I've got now. So, yeah, I'm going to have to play a bit of musical tractors, musical implements. I need to put all the fertiliser and this leftover lime inside. So yeah, I'm going to be busy for another half hour at least, so I'll pick the camera back up when I've got everything sorted. Right. That'll do, I think. I've managed to get everything in relatively neat and tidy. Obviously you can see there, I've stacked the leftover lime in the corner. We've got the fertiliser neatly tucked away there. The roller's in. This telehandler's in. I do like this, you know. It does have quite a few hundred hours on it, hence why it costs what it costs, but... And it needs a wash, but... It's a good bit of kit. Got this lot back in. And I have put the seed tender and the flat trailer back in the concept shed behind the bins over there. So, yeah, it's got everything tidied away. Now, we have had a relatively productive day. I think we've got all the fields on this side of the road. These have all now got a coat of nutrition, got a bit of lime in them. I want to tell you what, I've just pulled a massive pile of receipts out of my pocket. Let me just run through these with you. $25,976 on lime, $71 on fuel, $19,740 on fertiliser, $3,500 on a JCB telehandler, $1,500 on a roller, $12,650 on the seed tender, and $5,758 on seeds. So if I quickly top that up, $69,195 I have spent today. Whew. It's exhausting just thinking about it. Hey up, Max. How you doing, pal? Hello, buddy. How you doing? Hello, mate. Hello. Who's a good boy? We get you some food? Come on. Let's get you some food, pal. There we go. There's a good boy. You get some din-dins, mate. There he is. Right. And I'm going to go and do the same. I'm starving. So, tomorrow's plan, seeds and fertiliser. Get this winter wheat in the ground, and then hopefully, come next harvest, should be able to make a bit of money back. So, catch you tomorrow.